I'm here now with one of our business partners. She's been a business partner of my husband Daryl's for over 20 years. In
2003.
2003.
Yeah.
So I met I met Sally around the same time I actually met my husband. So I've been knowing Sally now for like 12 years. So one thing I can say about Sally is a real estate guru, just like Daryl is. Daryl is the one who actually taught Sally how to do real estate. And I want Sally to kind of briefly talk about that story of how they first met. I thought it was funny and interesting. So Sally, why don't you go ahead and tell our viewers how was it when you first met my husband?
Well, he was after me.
That was funny.
I was downtown in 2003 looking around for something to do, and I saw a really nice house, nice, well done house, and I see these guys coming out the door, and I started pestering them and following them around and asking for tips. And it got back to Daryl. Daryl came looking for me.
So
after he heard enough.
Who were the guys? Were they like some of Daryl's contractors?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that got back to him.
Uh-huh.
So all of a sudden, one day, very cold in February 2003, I'm standing out in front of the first project I had on Keystone.
Okay.
And I see this big guy coming toward me, and I'm going, oh shit. And he says, are you Sally Scott? I'm going, oh my God. he's after me. And it kept coming towards me, like bigger. And then he says, well, let me see what you got going on here. So he follows me through the house and says, you should do this way and that way. And you should be renting to Section 8. And I said, well, I really don't know how to do that. And so it went on from there. He coached me through the whole process and getting more tenants. So he's been coaching me for how many years? 20, 30 years.
It's been a lot of... And you know what? I'm glad you actually said that, because that is the misconception of Daryl, because he is a big black guy and people automatically assume that he's like intimidating, but he's really not. He's one of the most sweetest.
He can be.
He can be very intimidating. He uses it when it's needed. You know, but most of all, the thing with him is he just loves to educate people. He loves to teach, and that's just something that comes natural for him.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, if it wasn't for Daryl, you probably wouldn't have known about the Section 8.
Oh, I wouldn't have.
And that's how you made.
That's what I ended up doing for the next however long that was, until now. And now I'm turning 80 and trying to get ready to sell. I've sold all my properties, and I'm moving to Naples, Florida.
Okay. Can I ask you a kind of personal business question? How much money did you start off with real estate?
$60,000.
And this is around the time you met Daryl. How much money could you say that Daryl have helped you make over the years?
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have any idea. But I would have, first of all, never even thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I certainly wouldn't have. They're kind of picky. So, and at the time, they told me Daryl was the biggest landlord in Section 8 at that time.
So would you say that Daryl helped you become very successful at real estate?
Right.
Yeah.
And he did tell me that not everybody is, and he was surprised I was still doing it for all those years, but it was definitely Daryl that got me into it and coached me through.
You know one thing?
To today.
You know, one thing I can say about Daryl is he always brag about you. Like, he used you as an example when he talks to other people. Like, we have new business partners that come into our life a lot. For example, one of our neighbors that we just started doing business with, she's just turned 60 and she was scared that she was too old to start real estate. Yeah. And so he will always use you as an example. Like, no, you know, I met Sally. Sally was Sally, you was around 60 when you first started. Right. You was around 60 and now you became, you know, very successful. We don't have to give a number, but you know, you have became very successful in real estate.
Well, I ended up with about 32 duplexes. 32
duplexes. So, you know, we're gonna let you guys do the math on that. I just want to let you know that, you know, you are an inspiration to me because I use you as an example as well. Like, you know, you inspire me to want to keep doing real estate as well, just to see you and see how comfortable you are and see how you are able to actually delegate projects to other people. You being a female, because you're not just an older person, you're also a female in this male dominant industry. And so you've been doing it for so long and you're very confident because a lot of our properties are in the rural areas. And so you got to have some kind of balls to be able, you know, to be able to even deal with.
I just listened to Daryl.
See, that's what I'm saying. So he's a great teacher. Yeah. He's definitely a great teacher. And,
very inspiring.
Very inspiring. And yeah, and you are too. You are too.
Well, one thing about real estate is you can do it forever. Really. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm going to be 80 in a couple months.
And you look good.
And so I sell my properties here and I'm going to start doing Airbnb. Not a lot of it, just a little bit of it. In Florida.
Okay.
And so therefore I won't have to do the management.
Okay.
And I can get in the water and play.
It's time.
Exercise.
It's time for you to start reaping your benefits.
Oh, I don't think you know this.
What's that?
The property I bought on Vanderbilt for, I thought was outrageous, but I paid $610,000. Daryl doesn't see there.
Is this is not the new property? This is the old property you bought last year, right, on Vanderbilt?
Yes.
The one that was. Did you have the house torn down?
I have just gone under contract with my builder.
Okay.
And 3 days ago I got an offer. Well, a few months ago I got an offer for $1 million, and I said no.
And this is just for the vacant lot because you already tore down the actual property.
But they're going to use the same builder, and they offered me $1,750,000.
Wow!
So I'm thinking hard about that.
Because how much would it cost for you to build on that lot?
Another $850,000.
Another $850,000. And so, do you think it would be worth? Do you think it'll be worth it for you to actually build on that lot and then sell it?
Well, that's kind of what I came down to. Then I could probably find something later.
That's what I was going to say. It just depends on how bad, if you want that money now or if you can wait. You know?
Well, there is another lot that somebody's told me about, another teardown. I guess she wants about $900,000 for it.
Is this in Naples? Is this in Naples or Marco Island?
Same place, Naples Park.
Okay.
And the same builder would be doing that. So I just might do it. It might be a little better location because it's.
So you're thinking about all
kinds of new construction going on down there.
So you thinking about selling the Vanderbilt lot for the 1.7, and then getting the property from.
Then that'll cover the.
Would you do a 1031 exchange?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that will cover the whole construction, everything. I don't even need to. I was looking for a construction loan. Now I won't even need that. I'll just pay cash. And then I'll take some money out of it.
I think
I'll refinance.
I think that's a good idea.
So you never know.
I think it's a good idea, but we think it's a good idea until we talk to Daryl.
Right. I already know what he thinks. So
what do you think?
What do you take the money and run it?
That's what he's gonna say.
Now for $1,750,000.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna tell you to take the money and run it. Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I would do it.
I was kind of sorry I said no on the $1 million, but now I'm not sorry at all.
Yeah, for the 1.7. When did they make the offer?
About 3 days ago.
And how long are they giving you to? How long are they
I don't
giving
know.
you
I'm
to?
gonna call. I'm gonna call him today.
Okay.
Unless I run out of time.
Yeah, call them today and tell them to
Yeah.
write up the purchase agreement. That's
And
what's
he's
up.
already talked to the builder, so they're all.
Everybody's in. That's good. And that's a great location. But you're saying the location that the lady got for $850, is it a better location? Is it closer to the water?
It's a little bit closer,
Okay.
but it's not like on an end. You know, it's in between some other houses, but it's in the 500 block, which is the first block.
Oh, good.
So, you know,
Okay.
it'll work too.
Cha-ching. Now let's get to the money. Of course, you're still beautiful. You still got like this fresh, young type face. But I can see the difference in your movement and how slow you walk. And you scared me when we went out to dinner. I think it was last year sometime. We was over there at the Italian restaurant, and your car was just parked just in the parking lot a couple, inches, from the restaurant, and you wanted me to actually drive you to your car. And I thought you were parked somewhere
right now,
far.
I think I've broken a bone in my left leg, and
Okay.
I have an appointment to go see the orthopedic surgeon. But no, now I've been reading this book by Tony Robbins, which I never read much about him, but he's got a lot of health tips in there from the top cream of the crop doctors.
I love. Let me say this. I love Tony Robbins. I love Tony Robertson. So, give me.
I like him, but I was never necessarily a fan.
Yeah.
And I figured I'd get a coaching book or something.
Exactly.
But I saw it at Costco, and I bought it. And finally, I started reading it, and it's pretty amazing. If you get a hyperbaric chamber, you can turn your age back 38%. The last few years have been, they found that I have emphysema. First,
do you smoke?
I don't. That's why nobody can figure it out. But I don't know where to go with this. But so the first thing, I started taking stem cell therapy, and that's taken a lot of my symptoms away. I still have some, but it's not like it was going to the hospital 3 times a month and on oxygen and all that. That took a lot of those symptoms away. But I've recently found through Tony Robbins' book, which it's unlike me to buy it, but I bought it, started reading it, and he's got all the, in that book, he names all the cutting edge top physicians in the book. And also, we found that you can turn your age back by 38% with a hyperbaric chamber. And so I'm looking for the cheapest chamber I can get. A brand new top of the line is $117,000.
Oh.
But I've got it down to 37 now.
Okay.
I just have to keep going.
Look at you, Sally. Sally want to stay young forever.
Well, of course.
Oh my goodness.
Try, and healthy.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Healthy is the most important thing.
Sally sends me so much stuff to my email and also to my text message on how to stay young and things about stem cells. I talked to her last week, and she said, "Hey, I know you guys are still having babies," and she wasn't really necessarily referring to me. She was referring to like the grandkids when they have kids. She was telling me to
keep the placenta.
Keep the placenta
because those cells are way better than stem cells.
Yes.
Way better.
So these are conversations that we have. She calls me to tell the kids to keep the placenta.
The reason why the new baby should keep their placenta, it's not very big. You can freeze it for your life. And if something happens to whatever organ, you can grow your own new organ.
Wow.
With the placenta stem cells.
That's amazing.
You cannot do that with the cord blood, which is what I was using.
Okay.
So I'm asking my doctor now. He says, "Oh, we do both now." Anyway, great. I got an appointment on the 21st.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, just every day you learn something new.
Yeah, that's all you do is educate yourself every day, and that's what I want to tell my viewers. You have to. you have to, being educated is not necessarily just going to college and get all these degrees. I'm saying like just read a book and educate yourself on longevity, educate yourself on real estate, educate yourself on something that's going to help you grow in life and prosper. So,
and then you share that with the friends.
And you share it. It's not just about you. You know, life is about, you know, helping and spreading the word to others. Period. So I appreciate you, Sally, and I'm glad that you're in my life.
I'm Chance. This is Lady Onwar's channel, and I am her son. And like and subscribe, and hit the bell.